Welcome to this very special meeting today, when there is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to attend the portal that is opening of the 888, the 8th of August, 2024. When a portal opens, there's a focus of many people into that portal, and what we place into that portal is going to spread out in our inner verse, in the outer universe, in our whole world. And what we are opening today is the portal of peace, because we are also celebrating along with the World United, where we are celebrating the 99 days of peace that started in June and is continuing till September. And also this is the month of the Peace Month. So in many parts of the world, there is so much going on that appears to be not peaceful, that it's very important also to show where the peace is, to show the balance. If there wasn't peace in the world, this world could not have survived. And this world is surviving. People are thriving. And it's also important to balance our feelings about wars with our knowing about peace. It's also today the new moon. And the beauty of the new moon is that it is a day when the moon and the sun rise and set at the same time. The moon is therefore flowing and going in the shadow of this bright light of the sun. When it is full, it's opposite of the sun. It rises when the sun is setting, and so it reflects the sun. It's like it stands in for the sun all through the night. But when it's resting, it's just flowing with the sun, absorbing all the energies. And we can find our own meaning and our own understanding of that. What are we flowing with? Are we flowing with the highest light, with the highest vibration that we can? And what is showing up for us? What is it that we would like to see within ourselves? What are we finding? And that's one of the things that I would like each of us to share today. And that is, what brings you into peace? How do you find being out of peace? And how do you come back into a feeling of peacefulness? So can we start with you, Angela?
Okay. Wow. What is peace for me? I would have to say is that sense of just happiness that doesn't matter what goes on. It's just, you let it go. It doesn't bother you. And being content with myself and being comfortable with who and what I am. That's peace for me. How do I find it when somebody upsets me? I just take a deep breath and walk away instead of fighting. And I just recenter, and that's it.
Well, that's beautiful because you go to the breath. Is there any particular breath, or you just take one deep breath?
I just take 1 or 1,000, depending on how upset I am. So it's usually one deep breath, and I say, okay, I need 1,000 more of this, and then I just walk away and laugh, and that's it. So that's how I find it.
Jessie, can you share?
Yes. Usually I find peace by like music and meditation. I feel calm and speaking to my archangels, specifically Archangel Michael. When I am upset, I definitely connect with I ground myself and connect with the heavens as well, both. Somehow it makes me feel more here and more within my body and out of anything else that I'm not supposed to be aligned with. But speaking with my archangels makes me feel a lot better as well. That's it.
Thank you. What I do, and I'm going to share a little bit about that, is that all through my life, peace has been very important for me as a child. I always wanted peace in around me. And it was only when I was in my youth that I realized that if only one person in an environment wants peace and doesn't have the full capability and understanding, like you showed, Angela, about breath, and you showed, Jesse, about connecting with the archangels, if we feel that it's only we, the human, who has to somehow just suppress our own feelings of discomfort so that people around us don't get distressed, and that is the easiest way we can find peace, then we are only suppressing and bringing ailments into ourselves. And we're actually creating an environment where people are not able to understand what they're doing wrong. I used to say that's a way of creating monsters. So it's only when I grew older and I learned tools as you have, and the kinds of tools that you have shared, different types of breath, connecting with angels, listening to them, requesting them for help, connecting with divine energies, higher energies, that I was able to not only be a center of peace, bring peace within myself without making myself ill, and also and also make it in a more balanced and a harmonious way. And that's why I like the infinity symbol so much, because it shows that to be infinitely peaceful, both halves have to be in balance. Melissa, how about you? How do you bring peace into your life?
Okay, so when I was very young and feeling disrupted, I heard in my ear to look for something beautiful every day, like a little flower or something like that. So when I feel disrupted, which has been a lot lately, I try to look into nature and just see something that I can appreciate and feel like look at the colors and the shape and the movement, and just kind of take my attention off what is disrupting me and notice that there's other energies to choose from as well. And that helps to kind of calm my energy and not make me feel like too excited about stressful things.
Thank you. So that's been beautiful. That it's important that first that we start with feeling peaceful and knowing how to come back into a space of peace. Another thing that's going on nowadays is that just 2 days ago, there was what is called Shivratri. Every month there's a day which is called Shivratri. I don't know if you have all heard about Shiv. Shiv is often thought of as a god, but is a divine energy. It is the energy which is the energy of self. If you can see behind me, it is a depiction of the divine masculine and feminine, because the energy of Shiv shows that whether you're neither masculine nor feminine, the soul actually has no gender. The soul is a whole of what we in the human world call the masculine and the feminine. It can be strong and it can be yielding at the same time. Much like how Mother Earth is, much like all holistic energies are. So one of the ways in which we can understand this is by a chant. And the story behind that chant is that a little child was wandering in the Himalaya mountains, and a sage met him and asked him, "Who are you?" And at that time, he was just Adi Shankaracharya. He was just 10 years old. And from his mouth arose the words which I would like all of us, if we can share, to read them now. And those words are the way he described who he is. And we will see that the way he described is what he is not. So on the left, it is written in Sanskrit, and on the right, it's written in English. Jessie, do you think you can read this slide?
I am not mind, nor intellect, nor ego, nor the reflections of inner self. I am not the five senses. I am beyond that. I am not the ether, nor the earth, nor the fire, nor the wind. I am that eternal knowing and bliss, Shiva, love and pure consequence. Consciousness.
Pure consciousness.
Consciousness. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very beautiful how it's in Sanskrit. It is Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. Shivoham means I am Shiva. I am that pure consciousness. Angela, I know I skipped you. Can you read the next one when it comes up? I think it's stopping me to kill at me. Do it that other way. Yeah.
I have no hatred or dislike, nor affiliation or liking, nor greed, nor delusion, nor pride, or haughtiness, nor feeling of envy or jealousy. I have no duty, dharma, nor any money, nor any desire, nor even liberation. I am that eternal knowing and bliss, Shiva, love and pure consciousness.
Melissa, are you able to read or are you driving?
No, I can read. Is this the slide? Okay.
Yeah.
I have neither virtue nor vice. I commit no sin or good deed, nor have happiness or sorrow, pain or pleasure. I need mantras, holy places, scriptures, rituals, or sacrifices. I am none of the triad of the observer or one who experiences the process of observing or experiencing, or any object being observed or experienced. I am that eternal knowing and bliss, Shiva, love and pure consciousness.
I do not fear death, as I do not have death. I have no separation from my true self, no doubt about my existence, no discrimination on the basis of birth. I have no father or mother, nor did I have a birth. I am not relative, nor friend, nor disciple. I am that eternal knowing and bliss, Shiva, love and pure consciousness. Angela?
I am all pervasive. I am without any attributes and without any form. I have neither attachment to the world nor to liberation. I have no wish for anything because I am everything, everywhere, every time, always in equilibrium. I am that eternal knowing and bliss, Shiva, love and pure consciousness.
These were the 8 slides. So I'm going to play the same thing in music now. I want to only share the sound. Let me see if that will work. Let me know if you can hear it. Now begin to hum along with the music. Were you humming?
Yes.
Okay, so Angela, why do you think peace is important? And what is your message for anyone who's listening?
It's just I'm on a tough spot. Peace is what drives us. It's what makes us feel comfortable. Being true to ourselves versus showing an ugly side. I guess I have to say it. I think most people are angry because they have not been able to find the light within themselves. That's how I see peace. Peace comes from within. It's not something you can find. And I just think everybody should look for it. You can't be happy. You can't make the world better unless you're comfortable and happy and at peace with yourself. So I encourage everybody to try to find it. That's it.
Who wants to go next?
Okay, so I think peace can sometimes be hard to define, but if we look at it from releasing of judgments and criticisms and being at ease within ourselves, then we can bring that to the outside world if we can achieve that within ourselves. And it's a challenge to be able to have that within ourselves so that we can have it reflected on the outside. But I think that's the important thing to do, is not to be angry that other people aren't being peaceful, is to find it within ourselves so we have that to offer to the world as the energy, and to help the people, help others to set the pattern by becoming that. And I believe that, you know, what we have inside, we see reflected on the outside. So if we want to see peace, we have to find ways to be peaceful on the inside. And I think we can do this when we release all our judgments and expectations and criticisms and this sort of thing. Then we can start to find what peace is and be accepting of ourselves and other people.
Melissa.
I think peace is important so that we can make better decisions, so that we would be able to listen to our higher self better and be guided. And I also feel it is important for our health and well-being. If we were at peace, things won't bother us. So we would be happier.
Yeah, I felt that also, that when we're peaceful, we are happy. And the vibration that goes out from us is so much more beneficial to the world. I also realize that when we're not at peace, then two things can happen. One, that our energy goes more inward. And if it's very, very strong, the feeling of not peace, then it can start to become aggression. And because it is the continuing of peace and not peace. So it is really, it's almost like a duty that we have to reach the places that we can find of peace. We also spoke, I think you did, of gratitude, Angela. And I feel this is such an important way. It also reminds me that 888 adding up to 8 into 3 being 24 are 24 hours. So we have these 24 hours every day of searching for peace, of opening the portal and of entering it. And as we enter into it, we see that everyone who is here with all that is emerging. It's very important for us to see that. And I'm feeling peaceful even though my internet connection keeps telling me it's unstable. So if you can be on video, it'll be nice, but let's do a gratitude lotus. So we start with the Anjali Mudra, which is when we're closing. All our fingers are together, the divine masculine and the feminine joined. Then each finger begins to open, and we feel everything that in our thoughts, we send out peaceful thoughts. Then opens the middle finger, and we send out peaceful feelings for everyone to live in a peaceful way. Then we open up our ring fingers, and we are sending out peace for the families of all. And with our existent spirit thumb and our soul little fingers always joined, we know that we are always one. We are one with all beings, with all ourselves, with all the dimensions that we can experience. Then we will share this blessing. And when you share it with whoever is listening, we'll extend it out into the world, bring it into ourselves, feeling gratitude, and then come back into this. So when we do this together, in sync with one another, it has a beautiful vibe. So if you can be on video or not, whichever way suits you, Let's start doing it together. Please follow me. Now we are receiving and absorbing. Now we are blessing and radiating it out. Spread out our arms wide, letting our chest and our hearts radiate out these peacefulness, feeling the gratitude to the self, coming back to center. Thank you.